Welcome to Ryan's Rock Show. My name is Ryan. I'm the host of the program. It's our Britney Spears Can't See Her Kids Anymore edition of Ryan's Rock Show. And today we're going to be catching up with a band from South Florida. They're called Poison the Well. But first, your weekly essential where we play you a band that you need to know if you don't know them already. This band is called Drop Dead Gorgeous, and you're listening to Ryan's Rock Show. Drop Dead Gorgeous for your weekly essential. Be sure to send us your comments, your questions, and or your suggestions to us at ryansrockshow.com. Now, I had a chance to catch up with Ryan, the guitarist from Poison the Well, recently. This is what he had to say.
My assistant for the day.
Yeah. She seems like a good assistant.
She is a good assistant, man. She knows a lot about music. I think she's a fan of you guys.
Oh, thank you very much. And she must not know that much about music.
I guess.
Self-deprecating humor.
From Florida, right?
Yeah.
I just want to let you know.
I grew up in Philadelphia, though.
Really? I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
Really?
We're like neighbors.
How psyched are you that the Phillies won the NL pennant? I'm pumped.
I'm not as psyched that the Reds suck.
Yeah, that's true.
They're really bad, dude.
You got Pete Rose after we had him. That's when he really took a nosedive.
I know. So Ryan, tell me about yourself, man. Tell me about your life.
I wake up every day and I get to play rock and roll at night. It's good life. I have no complaints at all whatsoever.
That's awesome. So what got you into music, man?
My dad was a classically trained French horn player.
Oh, yeah.
And like music has always been around for my whole life. It's always been a part of my household. And my dad basically just pretty much insisted that I pick up an instrument when I was about 5. Yeah. I started playing trumpet when I was about 6.
Dude, I played trumpet too.
Yeah.
That's freaking badass.
And I did that till I was about 13, and then I got into skateboarding. And I told my dad I didn't want to play trumpet anymore, and then he cried.
Did he really cry?
Oh, yeah. And then after that, like, we moved to Florida from Philadelphia, and I didn't really have any friends. I didn't know anybody. And I had gotten a guitar about a month before we left when I was 16, and I just started playing guitar, and I really, really liked it. I was instantly hooked.
How old are you now?
29.
29. You're still a young dude, man. So you've been playing for like
13 years.
13 years, yeah. When you were 16, did you think that you'd be like,
I don't know.
Here?
When I was 16, I thought playing guitar was going to be another thing like skateboarding, where I got over it in a couple of years and
really
moved on to something else.
What was your first band like? How did you meet up?
Oh, it was the week I got my guitar, and then the week my other friend got his drum kit, and basically it was 3 dudes that had no idea how to play anything playing Misfit songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At the end of the week, though, we got it down. We could play a couple songs, kind of okay.
That's fucking badass, dude.
Oh, it's fun.
What was your second band like?
That was when I was in a couple guys from my high school jazz band, and we just played Rush covers.
Really?
In my living room.
In your living room? What'd your parents say? Were they cool with it?
My dad was super cool with it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, now you can't play trumpet, but yeah, you're gonna go rock out.
At least he's doing something with music, was my dad's whole philosophy. At least he's doing something with music.
I love you, that's fun. I love you too. Did it help you guys get chicks in
high school? Oh, hell no.
Really? Were the chicks scared of you?
No, they weren't scared of us, but they just thought we were nerds.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're a nerd in high school?
Yeah, I'm a nerd now, though, so not much changes.
I was a nerd in high school, dude. Yeah.
I'd rather be a nerd than popular.
Not me. No.
You can't ever tell who your friends are when you're popular.
That's true.
At least when you're a nerd, you know who your friends are. I think more and more we're taking over the world, though. I think the cool people are slowly going the way of the buffalo.
Yeah, that's probably true.
It's a good thing, too.
So when did you meet up with Poison the Well? You were one of the founding members,
yeah.
Right? You went
when I was my first year out of high school, I was 19, and basically we all met because we all went to the same place for shows. There wasn't many places for shows in Florida, so we all ended up pretty much going to the same venue.
Where'd you go?
This place called Club Q, another place in Miami called Cheers, and then sometimes a place in West Palm Beach called Happy Days. And every now and again, the Brethren Warehouse. I had known Chris because we were in a band while we were both still in high school together.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey, let's start another band. This other kid I met at shows, and then Jeff, and then it all just kind of happened. And like the whole point of the band was to play a show out of Florida, and then we had no idea what we were going to do after that.
Really?
Yeah. So 2 months after we were a band, we played in Atlanta, and we were all just like, okay, we have to do this. We have to go on tour any time that we possibly can.
What was the crowd like when you played in Atlanta?
They hated us.
What was their reaction?
For the first couple years of our band, everybody hated us.
Really?
Like, what the hell is this? They're singing and they're screaming, and then there's like pretty guitar parts. Just whack.
Yeah, is that what people said?
People say that now.
And looking back on people really disliking your music, when you can play in front of 3,000 kids a night like this.
Oh, it's like the biggest, like, it's awesome. I have never once in my life thought that I was going to lead such a charmed life to this point. And it really has been. Because, you know, there were tons of times where, you know, you could just be like, yeah, whatever, I think I want to go to college now and become like, you know, one of those white collar worker bees. And then,
yeah.
But, you know, we always found a way to just like, nah, I think this is a whole lot more fun. Even though we're all broke and nobody ever is able to like really save a lot of money. And
yeah.
Like, screw it, at least we like what we do when we wake up in the morning. I could be flipping burgers at McDonald's. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I always have that theory that your garbage collector is far more important than anybody in your favorite band. Because if your favorite band doesn't come to town for a month, you barely notice, and if your garbage collector doesn't come for a month, you notice.
Have you ever seen that TV show Dirty Jobs?
Yes.
Dude, when I watched that, man, I'm like, damn, man, like all these things, like talking on the radio, it really doesn't matter, you know? Like, what if our electricity went out?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
But at the same time, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Hello. You guys order Chinese food?
No.
So that's for...
Under oath, probably.
For some reason, there are a lot of pretty girls at this show. You guys get a lot of pretty girls at your shows?
No.
Just under oath?
Yeah, pretty much. We get dorky guys. Like dorky guys.
What's the craziest fan you guys have ever had that you've ever come across?
And it wasn't really that crazy at all. It was just that, like, we played a show in this one town a month before one of our records came out, and then like 2 weeks after it came out, and then like I saw the guy before the record came out, and he was like, dude, you're like my favorite band. The new record came out. He's like, screw you guys, you sold me out, you ruined my life. I was like,
you're like, sorry, dude.
yeah, I was like, I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I'm not. First tour ever, which was with this band called 12 Tribes, was 2 weeks long, and we played 7 shows. And we jumped on half of them we weren't supposed to play at all.
What was that tour like? Like, what did you...
It was one of the most fun experiences of my life. I wasn't home. We all worked 2 jobs the last 3 months, like April, May, and June, to save up money to rent the van. We all worked 2 jobs at once, and then rented the van, left Florida, and we're in Vermont 2 days later. We were like, this is awesome.
That is awesome, man. Did you ever think, like, when you were on tour about, like, man, fuck this, I'm going to go to college?
Yeah. I actually quit the band for 6 months. No, 4 months.
Why would happen? What made you...
Well, I was going to school for jazz, and I was just like, all right, I got to go to college. I got to become a serious musician. And then, like, 2 months into college, I was like, oh, why did I do that? Why am I so dumb? And then I was just like, hey, if you guys still don't have a guitar player, huh? I was like, and they were like, yeah, sure. I was like,
so you came back in. How many guys are in the band now? 'Cause, like,
5. There's only 3 that made our last record. Just me, our drummer, and our singer.
When you think of, like, kids now, do you recommend them to book their own tours? I talked to a lot of bands about this, too. I asked them the same question.
Well, I mean, you know, if you have to book your own tours, book your own tours. If somebody's willing to help you out, let them help you out. You know, like, there's no formula. There's no right and wrong way to do it. You just go with your gut and do what you got to do to make it happen. Like, sometimes you got to do it yourself. Sometimes somebody helps you out. Like, whatever. But, you know, you should always know that no matter what, even if nobody's helping you out, you can always do it yourself.
When you guys first got signed, how did you feel?
It was cool. It wasn't, you know.
It didn't change your perspective on the industry at all?
No. Oh, I mean, in a negative way, yeah, sure. Now that I've been now that I put out, you know, 4 full-length records, I think the music industry is one of the weirdest things I've ever encountered in my life. I've never encountered a community of people that is the worst friends to each other.
What do you mean by that? By worst?
You know, it's just like, there always has to be a separation between business and friendship, right? But I've never met people that are like so outwardly, yo, you're my friend, we're so close, and then as soon as the business comes in, they're like, I really don't give a crap about you, actually. Okay. So you gotta have your guard up, you know?
You come across a lot of people like that, or just a select few?
60%.
That bad?
Yeah.
Wow. Or is it just that they're flaky, or they're just in for themselves?
They're just two-sided. Just two-sided. They're the ultimate example of, you know, separating business and pleasure.
You know, man, I live in Hollywood, and like you see that a lot.
Oh.
You know, in Hollywood.
Yeah, weird.
It's weird, man. Like, I mean, I'm sure you guys have played there many times. And,
Yeah, Hollywood's weird, man.
What's weird about it to you?
I don't know. There's nothing like that where I grew up, and there's really only one place in Florida like that, and it's not even like
What's
that.
this dude laughing at?
Hey, what happened to the game? Yeah, I like to hear.
Yeah?
Indians beat the Yankees. Second game of the
Yankees
series.
fucking suck.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
Yeah. Man, baseball used to be so cool when the Reds were good.
Ken Griffey Jr.
I think he had a decent year.
Couple good years.
Yeah.
In Cincinnati, at least.
Yeah, you know, it's just, I wish the Reds would like win a World Series. You know, it's been a while, dude.
Phillies haven't won one since 1980.
That's before I was born, dude.
I was only 2.
Were you a Phillies fan straight out of the womb?
Oh yeah.
Was your
I
dad?
went to my first game when I was 3.
Are you serious?
No, I was 2. I went to a game the year they won the series, but I didn't get to go to the series game.
Wow, dude.
Too expensive.
So, like, when you're touring around here and you do this, what keeps you occupied all day?
Playing guitar
Do you play guitar all day?
as much as I can.
So you just have like a natural love for it. You're not just like playing in a band, just playing a band. You like actually.
No, it's the only thing I really love doing.
Like, I don't really meet many guitarists that say that.
No, I just like to play guitar and read about guitars.
You
And
play like classical and shit and all kinds of stuff.
I went to school for a little while for that, but I never really stuck with it. I didn't like it; it was too rigid. So, but yeah, I like to play like a lot of jazz and country and stuff.
What are your favorite jazz artists?
I'm really a big big swing fan,
Uh-huh.
and then like pre-war swing, like Django Reinhardt, Stephen Grappelli,
Yeah.
people like Charlie Christian, guys like that were like big guitar heroes for me. I always say this, like swing music in the 40s was the original version of punk rock, whether people want to accept that or not. But there's a bunch of dudes that flew over to Western Europe during the war and risked their lives just so they could play some songs. Like that's how much they wanted to play music. Like that's pretty punk.
So you guys got some punk rock influence in your music then.
Yeah, I mean I grew up on punk rock.
What about the other guys? What
Same
they-
thing,
Really?
punk rock and hardcore. We made up our own genre for ourselves.
What's your genre?
Dinosaur,
Dinosaur? Really? Why is that?
because we're
Because you're
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs? Yeah. These guys are prehistoric.
Yeah, prehistoric.
What are some of your favorite bands that you guys have played with so far?
I guess like some of my favorite were Cursive when we went on tour with Cursive.
Have you guys played with Cursive?
Yeah, it
Dude,
was
they're
really
coming
fun.
here soon. You know that?
And then another really fun band to tour with was we went on tour with a band called American Nightmare. And then did a tour a couple years ago with Every Time I Die in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And all the shows were $8, and it was really fun.
That's
And all the
fucking
shows
crazy.
were in 400 people or less places. So it was just like packed every night. It was good.
That's nuts, man. So you guys are making a little bit of money now. You can like survive now, right?
Yeah, I can pay my bills for being in a band. It's nice.
Good.
Best thing ever.
You have your own place back home?
Yeah, I share one with my lady.
Oh yeah, are you married?
No,
Oh, okay.
just got a girlfriend.
It's cool. She hot?
Yeah, that's a weird question.
I ask weird questions, dude.
That kind of caught me off guard, dude. Yeah, I think she is.
That's what this interview is about.
I think she is. I mean, I don't know, that's just me though. What if you thought she looked like a pug?
What if I thought she looked like a man?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be crazy. But I'm sure she's hot. I trust you to judge me.
Thought she's good.
That's awesome, man.
She's ready, steady, go.
You have any kids?
No,
You know,
I never will have kids.
How come?
Don't want them.
You hate kids?
No, I love kids. Just don't want to be a parent, ever.
Really?
Yeah, no.
You wouldn't take them on the road with you?
No, no way. I would never have kids in the first place, so there's nobody to take on the road.
That's great. Dude, what about the other guys? Are any of those guys married or have kids?
Nope.
That's cool. That's rock and roll, dude.
I don't think any of us are ready to be married.
Yeah. Are all the guys around your age?
No, I'm 3 years older than everybody. Yeah, it's all right.
That's awesome.
I'm grandpa.
Yeah, man. Whatever works, works, right?
Being grandpa's not so bad.
Your parents ever come out to see your shows?
My dad did a couple times. My grandfather used to come out all the time when we first started playing shows in
Really?
like 99. He would come out to a lot of shows. Like anytime we played, he would go.
What do they say, like, your parents now?
Oh, they think it's cool. For a while, my dad hated it, but then he came around and he was just like, "Wow, this is so cool. You don't have a boss." I was like, "Nope." And then my mom comes out sometimes now, so it's cool. She likes it. She doesn't really, I mean, when we're playing, I'm sure she just like, but she's just really, I'm sure she's really proud just to see that I'm doing something that I want to do with my life.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself going in the future, musically and just your life?
I have no idea where I'm headed musically. I sort of leave that up for whatever happens, happens. And I don't know what's going to happen with anything else. I really don't plan. I'm not a planner.
That's probably good.
I just get on, I just get on and ride, see what happens. So how the hell did you get out here from Greensboro, North Carolina?
Oh, I'm from Columbus, Ohio originally. I was just touring with the band.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm from Columbus, Ohio, dude. So like, I just
You just picked up and took a hike?
Yeah, man. Like Columbus, Ohio sucks, dude.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything negative.
No, you can talk shit. It's
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I have nothing bad to say about Columbus, Ohio, at all.
Yeah, man. It's just.
We played there a couple times at Nice of Columbus.
I went back and I visited in March, and like, everybody's the same, like, nothing's changed in like 4 years.
Really?
It's weird. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't know. But when you come out to Hollywood, I think you kind of like your life, your perspective on everything.
Yeah, right.
It's like, damn, man, I haven't seen some of this shit in my entire life. Like, there's so much crazy stuff here, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely creepy sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes.
Sometimes it's really freaking creepy.
I haven't ever lived here.
But where all have you lived besides Philly and Miami?
We lived in Riverside, California for a couple of years.
Did you like it?
Hell yeah.
Not to diss Riverside, but.
IE, dude, IE.
Really? You like the IE?
Hell yeah.
I used to go to school out on the IE out by Pomona.
Oh, right on.
And it's like, it's weird. It's a different vibe, dude. It's not like.
I don't mind. We lived so close to the desert, it was really cool. Like, we didn't really feel like we were living in the city.
Does it get cold there in the winter?
No, not really. I mean, it's colder than Florida in the winter. Florida in the winter never gets under like 70 degrees. Hey,
thumbs up.
We still have to go do that thing before we play. Figure out how we're going to do the set.
I told Chris, we talked about doing a crystal thing.
Yeah. Well, we should talk about it before we play, so we know what we're doing. Why? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
What are you doing next week?
I am doing Drop Dead Gorgeous on Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
Dillinger Skate Plan next Friday.
Man, tell Greg he sucks.
Well, I will do that for you. So what's up in the near future for Poison the Law? You guys got some tours coming up?
This is our last tour, and then we're going to do some East Coast stuff in December.
Yeah.
And then we're supposed to go to Japan and Australia with Dillinger in the new year.
Oh, you're going with Dillinger? Oh, it's going to be fucking awesome. I've never seen him play, so...
Tell Greg he sucks.
I will tell Greg he sucks. I'll do that for you, man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, like, take a recording of it and, like, play it for him. I'm like, here, dude, this is what Ryan said.
Tell Greg that Ryan said that Scott Ian said he sucks.
Thanks to Ryan for coming on the show. We leave you this week shining some limelight on a band. They're called 1111. We'll see